Okay. Hi, I'm Gabby's kid.
I'm back home.
Together, we're Bones and Gabby. And today, we're going to go over press releases, kind of a social media fraud and algorithms and stuff like that. And I'm not going to touch the subject till the very end about AI. So if you can reserve anything about AI to the very end, we'll address that. Okay.
Can everybody hear you okay?
Yes. Can everybody hear me? Give a thumbs up. Okay. Oh, is that better without the AC, or were you guys okay with it?
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. We're going to go over media post dimension. This is the most important before we get started because you will put so much hard work into something and then realize it's the wrong size. And then when you go to resize it, it just looks off, and then you're having to redo a lot of the stuff. So, Instagram. There is a square IG that is a 1080 by 1080, and then there's the portrait 3x4, which is a 1080 by 1350. Then there's a one for stories. So when you're done with whatever you're doing on Canva or your photo poster network app, you can go to the
take it off.
you can go to the resize button and it will resize things. But remember, you may have to adjust things. Okay. I just want to get the sizes out there for you guys to note and remember that it's very important before you start working. Okay. So I use Canva. I use Canva for everything. Even taking notes, set lists, anything I'm on Canva, create. It's just easier for me. Everybody has their own different poster app. And again, we'll get into that one topic later on. Press releases. There's different press releases. And I would like for you to say, when you look at something, say, that's me. That's like my character. It's easy to read, and it gives if you're sultry, if you're a spunky kind of person, or if you're kind of goofier comedy, that poster on press release is talking about who you are. So if it's your pictures, that's relatable to you, your character, what costumes you have, not that other thing fake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On that.
On that. So if you are doing a press release, especially one that is selling your apps, it needs to be your costume, your character, your skin tone, your teeth color, your eye color. Don't over filter it. It's you're a burlesque performer. You need to be authentically yourself.
It needs to be the best picture of you, but it still needs to be you. It doesn't need to be you 10 years ago at your best. It needs to be closer to now at your best. Mm-hmm. Because that's what the producer, especially commercial shows, where you have to give them a headshot and a press kit or a press release.
Then they're like, oh, and then you show up and they're like, oh, that was 10 years ago. And yes, it's not all about, there's industry and there's community. When you're selling, your gigs, right? Your acts, it's who you are authentically, unapologetically.
So this is your performer's resume. It has your who you are, where you can perform, like if you have an area, when your available dates are, when you're available in certain areas. So you always got to hit your who, what, where, when.
And so we're going to go over
and what you've done. Don't forget what you've done. That's important. Those are your accolades. So this is your resume. So you have a nice title. Well, you've got all that.
Sorry. He was thinking about it, and I was talking to him while we were doing the notes. All of your contact information. your Instagram, if you have Facebook, if you don't have Facebook, your email, if you want to give your phone number, that should be personally and probably in an email to a producer if need be. So all your contact information, a tagline.
And if you put it on there, make sure you're checking
these
things, because it will.
Don't get the email that you don't check very often. Your tagline and the main city that you perform out of. Why is that important? Because when I see something, I'm like, oh, they're a sword swallower. And then I go to look up and I'm like, oh, they're in another country. And I had to go through a big rabbit hole, right? I want to be able to see that you're from Sacramento or LA.
So big things to make sure that are bright and bold is your tagline, your city where you're from, and where you perform out of and where you travel to.
And if you travel, if you are going to go, if you're able to take gigs in other countries, or if you're just going to do national, or if you're only to your state, put down where you travel. You can list major shows and festivals. And I say major shows and festivals. These are things that meant something to you, or that mean a lot to someone else, that you talk about. You don't want to list 20 festivals and 20 shows, because nothing stands out. They get, after the first 3 or 4, they may look down at the bottom and that's it.
Yeah, so summarize that stuff. Don't spell it all out, because they don't care. They care if you've won something. So make sure you always put your accolades, small, big, celebrate those accolades. Don't let people not let you celebrate you.
This is telling you about you. This is what you would submit to a magazine, give to a producer, a industry show to sell you. So in selling you, it is not just about burlesque. If you have another performing art, you need to go ahead and list it. If you're a singer, if you are a costumer, you need to go ahead and list it, because so many times we would get hired or not hired.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
And then I'm like, are we, we could have been hired for that also and got a bigger check. So make sure you put everything down. This is your resume. My screen just keeps timing out, and I tried the settings. Apologies.
But talking about magazines, have a few interview questions for yourself at the back. Why you do burlesque. A motivational story. That way, if a magazine does approach you, you're just not going, I don't know what to say. Happens. It really does.
So if you do any extra pages than 1 or 2, and you want to advertise your acts, and when I say acts, I want to say polished acts. These are acts that you have recorded. They don't change. They may be changed from a stage to a bar, depending. The costume's the same. This is something that you would put your act out all over the world, the country, and the producer is hiring that act.
These are your moneymaker acts. These are the ones that you put in your portfolio, in your toolbox, knowing, hey, this is a set, strong act, and I can make money off of it.
So that, and then if you teach any classes, even if it's belly dancing, singing, anything like that, if you have any troops or productions that you run, that's in your resume. Give a short intro to your art or your character. Not a bio paragraph. You can make use a little bullet, but if you clump in a paragraph in itself, the normal person, after 2 or 3 sentences, they stop reading. So either make it bullet or make it things where it's bold and it sells what you're trying to say.
This is an elevator pitch, even shorter, because it's just a visual spot.
Of course, give credit if needed somewhere.
Especially for photographers, especially if you give it to a magazine.
If you're, If you have a certain costume maker, advertise them, because everyone hates when they put so much hard work into your costume and then you have tons and tons of pictures out there and you've never mentioned them once. And that is also your networking for helping your algorithm is tagging and collaborating with people. And we'll hit on that in a minute. So this is important. So also if you do any costuming, stuff like that. If you have a logo, put your logo on it.
On every page.
Every page. Let's see. Give me credit where needed. Okay, collaboration or tag. Once you've done any posters, any press releases, anything like that, hitting the collaboration button, you can only do up to 5 people, which kind of sucks, right? So you got to pick 5 people sometimes on one poster and then do another poster a couple days and pick another 5 people. But when it's your protege, I invite you to collaborate. And when it's usually done within the first 24 hours, that's the most effective. And then that first 3 days is where your numbers grow on that. And that's where people start looking at your page, our page, and other people's pages. And it creates the algorithm to get you more followers and get you more gigs.
Maximum visuality is normally within that 3-day window. So when planning a post, think 3 days in the future. What do you want them to know 3 days from now?
So usually if you're posting a poster or a stories, people will get that 24 hours, okay? But when it's a post, it sometimes takes up to 3 to 5 days for it to go to someone's page. So if you're advertising for your show, especially,
make sure you do it way before that 3 to 5 day window, because I can't stand seeing a show and it's already 3 days ago.
So disappointed. I'm so sad. Your social media represents your brand. Your brand represents your social media. Okay. So if you have adult themed social media, which is burlesque, if you have your children on there or a child, I want to say that you could be putting them at risk for yourself and having creepers come and look.
Yeah. Separate your persona from your personal life. I can't stress this enough. I don't know how many times where I've seen performers that got sexy picture, and now I'm looking at your baby. I don't want to see your babies. I'm looking at the other things.
And so that's personal. That's up to you. I'm just putting that risk out there. Your social media is your brand. Your brand is your social media. So guess what? You ultimately decide what you put on and what you take off your social media. Okay. So that being said, any drama with AI, I'm going to hit on AI just a little bit. And when you put things out, even on your posters, even if you do not use an AI chat, it is going in the algorithm. I can say to Google, who is Bones and Gabby? And that's stuff that we haven't put on AI. That is stuff from posters or documentaries, movies, stuff that we have done in the last couple of years that has all compiled, and they have put together who we are. So I haven't asked AI who you guys are. I've been asking Google, who is Petite, Felice Petite? And I probably said that wrong. Porsche Velour, who are they? And it gives me what area they're from, if they're an aerialist, if they do fire. It gives me so much more about you guys than I even knew, right?
But it takes that from your Facebook, from your Instagram, any written articles
and it takes
about
you right to those on your Instagram and Facebook. So what we put is what the world is seeing and going to be able to find on. Oh, and just because you delete a post, if you hashtag that crap, it's there forever, man. I'm saying.
You can find it again. So hashtags, super duper important to hashtag things.
They limited you now to up to 5 hashtags.
To make them count.
I personally have been, if you guys have your hashtag with your name, I try to use your hashtag of your name, and it saves all your pictures. So if your Instagram goes down, guess what? Your pictures are saved in that hashtag with your name. That's kind of my backup without using the cloud, right? We also use a hashtag for us. There's GLTC, there's Golden Legends Champion Challenge 2026, or you can use the one without the year. We do use those. Sometimes I use your area that you're from. I'll say Ohio burlesque or Chicago burlesque. Or I'll use Vegas burlesque to kind of get your pictures in the Vegas scene. So when people look up Vegas burlesque, they're also seeing you guys, that even if you aren't in Vegas.
And AI will definitely pick up on your hashtags and put it into that little bio it builds of you.
It has let me know what, just from Google, what hashtags you have used. So our stuff is not private, guys. Just to let you know. Once it's out, it's out. So I want to address, before the AI thing, I want to address something that a couple producers have been putting out lately. And that is advertising for shows. It's been, of course, lack of advertisement for shows. Sometimes it's using someone else's picture at a different show, and you can see the background and the name of the other venue, and then you're promoting that to another venue. Sometimes it is advertising all the shows and then tagging them.
Right. Venue managers
Yes.
don't like sharing the limelight.
Yes.
They want their show as your.
So if you put a picture, your poster, they don't want it of another show at another venue, and then you tagged 5 shows that you're going to be in that month, but it's only the poster of one venue. So try to give them their own credit, their own poster.
You do good advertising, they will share on their Instagram and Facebook. If they don't like what they see, they're going to pretend like they never saw it. Even though you sent it to them and you tagged them and you asked them to collab. Oh, we didn't see that.
So let's see. Tag, collaborate, tag. We used to be able to tag a whole bunch of people. That's even reduced a little bit. Do what you can, really get that algorithm going. It takes at least 3 to 5 people sometimes on the algorithm to on a post to get it to go.
Good point. Epiphany point reminded us, research your hashtag, see how many people have used it, things like that. That way.
If 3 million have used it, thank you, Epiphany. So if 3 million have used it, you probably don't want to use it because it's going to be drowned out. But if 1,000 to 5,000 or 300 have used it, you're probably going to get seen. If you only had 2 to 3, and it's not your name and you're building it, it's something else, right? You thought it would be common, but it's not. It's only got 3. It's probably not going to get looked at that much. Some of your name hashtags have 3 to 5,000, and it's not because of just you. So you're going to get looked at with all the other people that use the hashtag with your name.
Okay. Yeah, good point. A lot of things. Do your research too on the stuff. These trends change, the information changes. It's okay. We may not always be 100% correct. We may be on old information.
I'm going to talk on the topic, Dan. I'm going to touch on AI. I'm going to give you different opinions, different things. Now, I use Canva.
Okay.
There is background remover that will take the background off to make just your performer picture that you can put on a poster that looks like it's AI, but it's you. It's your actual authentic self. So I really suggest using that.
The horrible truth of AI is it's bad for the environment. The next thing is it's already embedded in everything we do. It's already reading our text messages. It's already navigating our car.
It does employ people that even are in burlesque, their spouses, their loved ones. It is out there. However, we also have lots of artist friends who aren't needed anymore, right? They feel dismissed, just like sometimes we do in our own art. We're also losing our video. It's kind of like that for them. So if you
like
can use
with TikTok,
if you can use an artist for an art piece, use them. I really suggest it. Use yourself. We do have an opinion on putting someone else's picture that's not going to be in your show, or of a singer or an actress that.
Do not use famous people in your poster. It's illegal. You're not supposed to do it. They're not going to be in the show. They're not supposed to be on your poster.
So use a person that's going to be in your show. You're selling your show. You're wanting them to buy tickets for your show. What's going to be there? So try to remember that. Let's use ourselves instead of computer generated people. Because you look at Canva, and so many of our producer friends use Canva, it's really hard for me to see an AI picture and see that it's not Canva because they're so good, right? The people that do the posters are so good. Now, the AI usually has things that they don't own that are put on the image or the background that's not there. It's fun to use those backgrounds for certain things, but not for misrepresentation of a show.
Oh, something else. If you put something like your image into AI for an AI generator, that is not copyright protected. So not all, some AI will say, oh, this is copyright protected, it's your image. So before using something like that, check your rights. Make sure you're not giving away your property, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so on that, the thing is, some people won't go to any show if you had used AI. Some people don't care.
Holy heck, I can't even tell the difference nowadays. I mean,
you sit on your own discretion and say, remember, your social media is your brand. It is your discretion on what you do. I am not going to tell you do or not do, because we don't have money to go to court. So you do you, boo. So that's all I'm going to say on the AI thing. Oh, I will say one more thing. Okay, it is neat to use AI for costuming ideas. But if you do not have that costume made, do not put it on your act for you putting together an act and that you have that costume, or that that act is ready to go.
Yeah, that's a little bit of false
advertising. It's a little false advertising. Yeah. The AI topic. What's the tiny hat topic?
You on stage. If you want to wear a tiny hat, do it. Other people would slap you around. But yeah, that reminds me of what we're going to talk about. Celebrate your wins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't let other people's opinions vary how you go about your day-to-day business. Because at the end of the day, you have to live with you. The Facebook opinions are going to be out there. We found that if we strike back with negativity towards negativity, it just makes it a thing. People just dive into it. They want to know all about it, and pretty soon you go from a tiny thing where somebody had a misunderstanding to people being racist and not
Or
paying
mad, or
numbers.
you stole something, an act.
Who knows?
It could be anything. Positivity. Remember, if your burlesque page is your brand, what you put out there and what you address. If you have to do a public PSA, you do a public PSA. Make sure you go over all your facts and type of, yeah.
Stick to the facts. You're going to do a PSA. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is why it happened. This is how we remedy it. This is how we'll ever keep it from happening again. Done.
Social media is it. It can be your friend. We have gotten lots of gigs from social media.
Or it can tear down your mental health like nothing else in this world can.
If you need a break, take a break. Let your friends and family know that you're just taking a break from social media, yada yada, so they're not doing a welfare check. Do keep in contact with someone, and take your moment. When you're doing your press package, don't think about your social media. Think about you and what you want to say about yourself to the rest of the world, not what people are going to throw and assume. We've been in Texas, so everybody's been assuming with his purple hair and very mean. So even not on social media, things can go quickly turn. You want to turn away from that.
Face positivity.
Face positivity. If
something negative comes out, you back it up with all the positive things you can do.
So in your area, if you have a troop or a community, what you guys put on your social media and what you guys talk about on around or the audiences, it's going out there and other people find out.
They're judging.
And they're judging. No one on the East Coast should know what's going on on the West Coast, in your community, in your small town of 50,000 people.
And it sure shouldn't make a Matt finish meme.
We made a meme, y'all. Okay.
We don't get it. We don't get it. But we
so we come with love and kindness and care and compassion when they say, be careful what you put on social media. Be careful what you say to people. If you are listening to something and you are in a group, you can walk away. Walk away. Or you can say, you know what, you guys, I don't need to be on this conversation, because remember, it's about your brand. What you're putting on your press release, and we're going to be putting out to the rest of the world, is you, and that's what you want to be portrayed on your social media when they go to check you out.
And most everybody in entertainment will say the same thing. We've heard it from burlesque to acting. Don't read the comments. Don't read them.
Yeah. So, I can't wait to see the press releases coming out. Remember, it does not have to be GLCC. Now, if you want something on GLCC on there, yes, put it on there. But it doesn't have to have all of our logos. We want to have you on it. And really about your community, about what you're doing, and everything.
This is a living document.
I'm so sorry.
This is a living document. So you update it as you update. As you change, it changes.
When the 2 years goes to 10 years, there shouldn't be that big gap. There should be that changing the years.
She started in 1992 with 2 years of experience.
Yeah. So, if you have a pageant, win, put it on there. It can be a pinup, it can be medalesque, it doesn't matter. It's any of your accolades. Advertise yourself. Put your biggest ones at the top. Now, if you have 20 to 30 accolades, go ahead and pick and choose, okay? And I hope that we're on there. Hint, hint.
But
and
I think that's a wrap.
That's about that wrap. Remember, everything is about the algorithm on social media. Press releases should be a certain size. Even if you're going to email us, if you're going to email them, when you go to save it, there's the PNG image, That is for social media and just if they're going to look at it. If they're going to print it or you're going to print it, make sure you download it in the printable version. If you need any advice on that, you can always Google it or you can DM me.
I do recommend printing it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I recommend Google.
But if you are going to print, I do recommend printing it because this is something that you can laminate, put on your wall, frame. You know,
we have put one of our pictures on our green. We were given a green room that was just ours, so we put it on our door.
And then we stuck it to the wall when we left.
Yeah.
So it's still there, probably, hopefully. Like, thank you.
So yes, any questions? Go ahead and look at it. I can't see.
Well, they can check.
I am like very, very new to this. Are we as proteges doing the press release, or is our mentor doing one for us, or is this just for like the future?
Doing one for you, but your mentor is supposed to guide you along that.
Okay, cool.
So,
Perfect.
They did your announcement for your team, and I am slowly putting that out. And by the time I am done with the last protege for team announcements, press releases will be to me, and then I'll start on the press releases, and then you'll be getting another bump on the GLC.
Okay, thanks. Cool.
So, the goal here is to make sure you have tools in your toolbox. One thing I learned after 100 years in the military is a little bit of training can equate to so much actual experience. I said, like,
oh, I thought it was nobody's coming, so do it yourself.
That's one too. But
and they will come for $50 a poster.
But do it yourself. That is probably one of our better advices.
But guess what? You have mentors, and you do have us. Please go to your mentor first, and if they do not know or cannot Google it, you can always go to Gabby's Google, and I will help you.
Gabby's Google? Is it? We're going to start a new one? Gabby's Google. Yeah, we'll call it Ogle.
Ogle.
Gabby's Ogle.
I think that's taken in a movie. So, yes. So, come to me if you need any help. So, please go to your mentor. Those are due, I think, now-ish to July 15th. I like to have those turned in.
The press releases are due July 15th.
Yes.
Yeah, but they go to your mentor.
The mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get 40 emails. Okay.
Yeah. If you do,
Okay.
go ahead and send it to your mentor, or your mentor might say, no, wait until, and I'll collect it all. That is each mentor, because each mentor is individual. They also want to look at them. They're going to look for spelling, how sentence flows, and how easy it is on the eye.
And if you're watching this later on, because it's been recorded, and you have questions or comments or anything, put them on the Discord. We'll get you there.
I also have another question.
Okay.
My photos, we had to submit 3 photos. Those photos are representative of me, but they're not representative of my acts that I'm doing for GLCC.
Yeah.
2 very different vibes. Is that a problem?
You don't want to put your picture of your costume on.
Well, no, that's not what
for GLC. Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, like.
You want your press kit to be the representation of that best representation. GLCC is a part of that representation, but whatever, it's about you.
And if you're going to put yourself in a costume that you're using for GLC, please don't use it till after.
Yeah. Use that for your update.
Yeah. Because you don't want anybody to see your costume in its entirety beforehand.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Jeweling a couple fingers or some rhinestones that you got, or a quick release or whatever is great, but you don't want someone to see the complete costume.
Oh, and yes, go online and talk about your experience. Give little sneak hints of what you're doing,
And guess what? And then hit the collab button, and I will share it to GLCC. Yes, that's right. You at your home, getting a picture of you doing a little video putting rhinestones on, I will share it to GLCC's page. Okay. All right. That's my spill. Will you remember that, you guys? Because very few of you are going to hit that collab button. So I'm going to see.
All right.
Don't worry, my videos.
At the end of on the Weekender. Yes. So I'm going to give a little prize and a certificate for who's great at social media and hitting that collab button with GLCC.
Doing all those little social media.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, don't worry, my videos are pending.
Just don't give anything away in its entirety. Just give us a tease. We love seeing it. Plus, it's good for our brand. And also, whenever you can, say something good about things in your life and GLC.
If you happen to go to a show and your mentor is there, take a picture with your mentor. Hit the collab. There should be 3 people on it.
Just as a rule, if you go to an event or you go to a show, you take as many pictures with as many people as you can, and you tag every one of them, because that's how you bring their followers to you and vice versa.
It's okay to share followers, y'all.
Yeah, don't gatekeep your followers.
Okay, but I'm going to say, however, like, don't go to someone's Facebook and post all their, like, friends. Really do look to see if they're performers or they're their, like, grandpa back in Missouri that you just friended, and they're like, hey, your stripper friends just friended me again. So, like...
Yeah, I mean, do a little due diligence before you hit friend requests. Make sure they're a real person. Make sure it's not my grandma. Well, my grandma would be cool if she was above ground. But
so please, especially on Facebook, make sure you look to see who you're following, who you push on their friend request. Usually we do people who we're fans of, before we just, push the friend thing. So, okay, anyway, any other questions? Okay.
all right.
Thank you so much.
I know this was a lot. I'm going to put some of the notes with this recording link for everybody else that was not here. I'll put some of the notes in there. If you have any questions, feel free to DM on Discord.
We'll have all this video, the other videos that we can put out
on Discord on the classes. Okay. Bye, you guys, from Childress, Texas, at the city park.